Interesting. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah, I'm tired. I'm like physically and mentally tired, but I'm just tired. The like the 3 hour time difference, it played with your girl's mind. Because like many of you guys know that I take like preventative medication, so that way I don't get migraines. And when I don't take my medication, I'll like completely either forget to take it, or I have to take it and then stay up later to take like my anxiety and medication to go to bed. And then I get up early, and then there's all kinds of badness. I need to organize. I ordered some more binders because they have some really cool binders out right now because of back to school. And I haven't put all my pattern pieces for the Adina back into a binder yet because I thought I had a really cool one, but I didn't, and I didn't like the binder I was in. It was like just like a plain one, and I generally put like the bigger patterns and really cool binders. Like either they have like a slip cover in the front where you put the pattern piece, or they have like something that I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Adina, or oh, that's the Ora Rosa Erica one. There's something that I can recognize it, and I didn't have one, so I ordered one on Amazon. Yeah, I'm actually kind of late today. One, I was trying. I it's hard. It was hard for me to get up this morning. Two, I like it's why is it harder for me to make an iced coffee than a hot coffee? The hot coffee is so much easy. I plug in the hot water kettle, I plug in my frother, and when everything's all said and done, it comes together faster. Like me measuring out 6 ounces of water, 6 ounces of the coffee brew, then putting like the creamer in and putting ice, it just takes me forever. I don't know why. And then I'm on top of it, I'm talking to my husband about just like random events. Like I was talking about like the current event. Like there was like an 8.8 earthquake in the Pacific Ocean yesterday, and there was like a tsunami warning in like Hawaii and California. And like I was I was just like 8.8, like that's freaking nuts. Like so I was talking about that and just like current events. I know. Thank you. I'm having a okay okay day so far. I'm just really tired. I don't jet lag. I wonder how I would do if I go to Ireland or Australia or Spain or something. How jet lag would I be, and how long will it take me to recover? Um, but other than that, I had a good night yesterday. I like postponed some stuff that I was supposed to do with Patreon yesterday and everything. I just mentally I was not about it, but today I feel a little bit better. Today in Patreon we're going to be doing a the mini Triscal. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time. Like I said, I carry the regular size Triscal, so we're going to be doing the mini one, and I'm excited. I was feeling pretty good yesterday after around 2 or 3 after I went shopping with the kids. I went back to school shopping. They the supply list is like was very simple this year, but I got something. Okay, so if you're in Patreon, you know that I use my number two pencil like all the time. I buy packs of number two pencils, I sharpen them. It's like one of my favorite things to use because the lead does not seep through in the cork or the vinyl, meaning that if the vinyl or the faux leather or the cork gets wet, even cotton gets wet, it does not seep through and come through the fabric. I talk about that a lot. That some fabrics, some like are really porous, and if you use a pen, even a heat erasable pen or a marker, that when the fabric pores are open, when it's wet, whether it's hot or cold, it can absorb whatever markings you have on the back and make it come to the front. It's a very interesting it's very interesting. It's something that's not talked about a lot. Well, it may be, and I just haven't caught it on a live. If it has been, excuse me, I'm sorry, I just haven't caught it. I noticed it with lighter materials like light pinks and yellows, and I've seen it in some corks. If the cork is particularly really cork in it. Like it's super corky in the front and it's thinner material, like a thinner canvas. There's different grades of corks. I've seen it happen. But for some odd reason, regular pencils, I have never had an issue with it. And this is just from like 6 years of noticing it. So if you ever see me like live and I'm making markings, you'll usually see me work with a pencil. Now, another thing I've noticed throughout the years is that when they tell you to make markings, like mark a 5/8 of an inch mark, and you use a pen or a pencil, the tip of your pen or your pencil is sometimes 1/8 of an inch. So if you're making a half an inch, it can sometimes turn into a 5/8 of an inch situation. So what I've been using recently is a lot a mechanical pencils, because like their lead is like 0.1 mm or 1.3 mm, and I'm getting closer to the actual measurement that it needs to be marked, which it's just something I've been noticing and dabbling with. So yesterday I seen this Papermate had these really cool number 2 pencils, and this was at Walmart, because I had to get some loose leaf paper for my son. And these were the cutest things I've ever seen. They look, how can I make it so it's not all glary? What do I have? Oh, yeah, I wanted to modify this. I made this penny end wallet a couple times, but I wanted to modify it. All right, so without the light, had these Papermate pencils, and they have the refillable lead and they have the refillable erasers. So I wanted to dabble around and play around with this. And I'm going to get just like whatever cheap mechanical pencils. But I seen those and I was like, oh my God, they have like the actual number 2. And they're cute. And I was like, chances are I'm going to lose like half of them within like the first 4 months. So whoever is the last standing, that's the winner. I don't know who is. It's usually the most bright, obnoxious color is usually the last standing. All the other colors are going to just go into the vortex that I call my sewing room. Another uses a lot of mechanical pencils. Yes, it works out. It's a weird thing that I've noticed a lot, that you can see it on the back of a lot of stuff. And I also like the chalk mechanical pencils too. So like if you're using blacks or navies, you can see the white on the back, and you just get closer to the markings that you're supposed to use. It's just something that I've noticed I use a lot lately. So today I'm going to be doing, like I said, the mini Triscal, and I wanted to make it because whenever I make the Triscal, I always have to I have to read all the instructions and make it, because I always doubt myself, because the way it comes together is like an origami masterclass, and then when you put it together, you're like, I'm like Houdini. I just made this. This is magic. When it's 3 pieces, and these 3 pieces some magically come together to become 2 pieces once you put the zipper pocket together, and then they fold together to become 1 piece once you put the zipper pocket together. There's 2 separate pieces, and then they become 1 once you fold everything together. She allows wiggle room with the cash slot, so I think is amazing. Just in case you didn't fold correctly the first time, you have a little bit of a wiggle room that you can do with the cash slots, and I think it's pretty awesome. So I played around yesterday and I made a small one, which is a Doctor Who theme. This cork is from So Many Creations. It's the Starry Night, and one of my favorite Starry Night episodes is with the 13th Doctor when they visit Van Gogh. The reason why I like that episode so much is it pulled on my heartstrings, because everything that we got taught about Van Gogh is that we kind of got underneath the impression that he was not mentally well. He wasn't really well received amongst his peers through diaries. And it would be nice for him to hear what we think about him now and how his art changed the lives of many in this day and age, when he kind of died a penniless man that was made fun of. So when he was able to kind of time travel to the future and was able to hear how much his art meant to us, it broke me, because a lot of artists that we cherish now, they were not cherished back then, you know, kind of like Kit Marlowe. Kit Marlowe, we talk about William Shakespeare a lot, but Kit Marlowe's writing if not better than Shakespeare. And there's in history, there's a lot of information that is led to believe that a lot of Shakespeare's works were taken away, were kind of stolen from Kit Marlowe. Um, it's just, that was one of my favorite episodes, because it kind of broke my heart. Because the more you deep dive about Van Gogh, is the more you realize that he wasn't happy. Um, and so whenever I see anything that I have Starry Night on it, and I'm able to put Doctor Who, just so that way any fellow Whovians can see this, um, I do it. So like the inside of this, you can see is very nice. You have a very sharp boxy corner. She does use craft text. In here, I didn't use craft text. I used this really sturdy stabilizer that I got from um, Country Cow. There's always pros and cons when you're using other stabilizer. The reason why I would recommend using craft text is that if you accidentally, or the person that has this bends this, craft text has a tendency of bouncing back. So there, if something bends, you can explain to someone how they can kind of mold with heat and get this back. When you have like an adhesive that is a very sturdy fabric, it's harder to bring back that bounce, and you can have a permanent crease in your fabric. Just something to think about. So you have a really sturdy bottom, really sturdy top. You can use either magnets or 24 line snaps, which I like. You have that option. I like the fact that I like magnets because it's easier to open, but I could see 24 line snaps for the people that are like, I want that extra added security. When you first open it up, you have a zipper pocket, which I love how this zipper pocket comes together. It's very nice and clean. And you have a credit card ID wallet, which of course I don't have a business card or anything right here. That's how I roll. And then you have a cash ID. And then I love how you can create any kind of key or thumb holders to move it up. So if you have creative punches like hearts or stars or bears, oh my, like anything you can create to have that. And then I think this will be a really fun modification. I think you can actually put like a clear card holder right here, or a like bring in the exterior and make a card holder right here, so it can be like having something extra here. I think this and this can be an added card holder if you want, or have it where you could slide a gift card in from the side. I think it's extra space and it'll be really cool to have. Then you have a 3 credit card slot right here, and then additional cash holder. And again, she offers you where you could put your corset rings right here, if you want to have it as like a clutch. You can definitely do that. You could put one or both, or none, depending if you know this person's going to use it strictly as a wallet, or if you want to have, beware the big zipper pulls. Okay. Or you can have none if you know it's going to be strictly as a wallet. And that's what I'm saying. You could put one, so that way you could offer it like, hey, this can be a clutch for a date night or on the run, or this could be strictly just a wallet. So I think this is a really great wallet, especially for anyone that likes to do things, pack it up slow. low and not have a lot of cards. I kind of want to convert the wallet that I have into something smaller. I had an incident this weekend in California. When I opened up my wallet, I just had cards upon cards, and so many of them are not used, or some are expired, that all the cards fell out. And the realistic part about it, I only use like 5 or 6 of these cards. I don't know why I have so many cards in my wallet. So I think it'd be better for me to like go through all my cards, put them all in a smaller one, and just have this in my wallet like this. It makes more sense. So I like the fact this is just small, compact, and it's cute. I think these would be a really good table seller too, because they're small, compact, and cute, especially for like if you were doing like a smaller size wallet purse. This would be, you can make like the matching wallet to go with a smaller purse. I don't know. But so this is what we're going to be making today. We cut them all out. I'm actually cutting out another one because I used the pack that we cut out together. Sorry, I was going to sneeze. It's like right there. So yeah, super cool. And then you could take your time. I think this is a really good wallet to practice your edge painting skills at. Have fun, like watch a couple of movies, do like the base coat, let that dry for a whole movie, sand it down, do another base coat, let that dry for a whole movie. It just, or like a whole like episode or something. Like if you're binging Games of Thrones, do it in between each of them. Like, and it takes time. Edge painting is not only an art, but it's a separate art from sewing. And the main point of base coat edge painting is time. You need to have time. So like I say, it's one of those things when you want to binge watch something like Hunter's Wife, do it between each episode and just take your time. And sanding is your friend and time is your friend. And it's not going to be something that you can sit down and do in 1 hour. You could do each step in 1 hour, but it's your time. And then depending on where you live, your humidity and the moisture in the air, some people can do it a lot faster than others, and some people are going to have to wait a little bit more. Like if it's storming and there's thunder and there's moisture in the air, it takes a lot longer. So that's what I plan on doing. So I'm excited about doing that. We're going to do that at noon and Easter time. So we're going to be doing that. I'm really excited. Yeah. The level that you like the least would be left standing. I think, Misty, you're absolutely correct. It would be some odd color. Like the color immediately I would open up and use is this teal blue one. I'll be like, this is my favorite, and it will go missing today. So I'm going to concoct something different. I'm going to pick a color that I'm not too fond of, like the neon pink. and and maybe that's the one. And watch that be the one that I'll be like, you're going to see in videos, and be like, that's the one that you always use. And I'm like, yeah, because that's the one that killed the rest of them. I don't know. Went all Lord of the Flies on them. I don't know. I was, I would want the teal and the orange to teal and orange to say. So yeah, that is it. So yeah, everything went pretty good in California. I was able to put my mom to rest. It was very emotional and mentally exhausting, but it's one part of my chapter that I'm able to say that I got to see. And it's an important, I feel like it's a very important part to start, not the healing process, but at least that I said I can do. I was with all my siblings, and I feel like that was a very important part. While out there, I did have a couple days in between where I was able to do things, but I forgot to totally go to any fabric stores. I don't know why. Like I did walk around like some boardwalks and got incredibly burned. I had so much sunblock on too. That's probably also why physically exhausted. And I just really just engulfed myself with different family members, and just was around that time I hopped on the plane and I'm back. In less than 30 days, I'm going to Wizardly Stitchery, and I cannot tell you how much I need this. I need this. I don't know if you guys ever see Wizardly Stitchery from Open Again. Melissa hosts this I don't know, I don't, it's the retreat of all retreats. Like it, you get to stay in cabins, you get home cooked meals and ice cream socials, and there's teachers teaching different bags and different things. Just there's different teachers teaching different things, and the class kits are pre-cut, interfaced everything out for you. Then yeah. I can't wait to do this. I'm going to be teaching the introduction on the sewing machine of how to do the Juki TLQ series of the have you guys ever sold on a GL 2200 or 1800, they have like a bunny and, well, it's actually a hare and a tortoise to make the machine go faster and slower. And I show people how they can thread it and whatnot, and then I'm also going to show people how to make the mini Magda. So I'm really excited, and a couple of my really close friends are actually going to be there as well. So I'm really excited to be going to this, and I'm really excited to eat Melissa's cooking. I'm not gonna even deny it. I don't want to be like, oh no, no, no. Melissa cooks for you some solid meals, and they're like really good. Like the woman could throw down. Like she can open her own restaurant. I'll be the first person in line. So I'm very excited about that. And just being surrounded by like-minded people who love to sew bags. Last year, like Brittany was there. She taught us how to make steering wheels, covers. Like there's different things. Lauren's gonna be there. Nikki from I don't know if it's Nikki Makes, but she's in Shannon's group from Knotted Thread. She makes some of the baddest bags I've ever seen. They're super elegant. There's like not a stitch out of place. She's going to be teaching to make a bag. Nico Sonar is going to be there. It's just a beautiful bunch of people teaching other people, other but beautiful people, and we're all in this area that's like a camp-like area, and with a questionable pond lake river thing. No one's gonna make me change my mind about that. I'm sorry. I've seen enough scary movies to know that is the one thing I'm not on board with. She cooks for everybody, Karen. Everybody. Everybody. Like everybody. And like she has different options. So like if you're like a vegetarian, she'll have a different option. And like last year we had gumbo. I was like, what? Everybody. Was and we had desserts. And then like she knew that everybody liked the Dr. Pepper cream soda. And look, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm willing to share, but if it's between you, me, and the last can of Dr. Pepper cream soda, because this is when I can cheat. I can cheat on my whole entire diet. Then I'm ready to play gladiators with you. She has like every kind of soda that you can imagine. Like if you're Coke Zero or Dr. Pepper Zero, or like she has everything you can imagine, drink wise, everything you can imagine, food wise, snack wise. It's I don't understand how her brain works. So anything you can imagine, you'd be like, oh man, I forgot a razor. She'll be like, oh, I brought these travel stuff. There's travel razors, and you're like, what the? Okay, what? It's magical. I will take tons of pictures. I'll bring my camera. I'll take tons of pictures, and I'll try to have Hope, because she's still alive, like upload everything and create like a video slide, because when you see this, it's something that I think everyone needs to see, because the it is very different. It's very different, and I can't explain it. It's a very different experience than anything I've ever experienced. It's like adult camp for sewing, but also there's food, and we're like very secluded. The only thing in the parking lot is the sewing machine place and the laser place, which we're going to get a show on how people laser cut. And then across the street is a liquor store. That's it. It's like the best place on earth. It, it's the best place on earth. And then there's like, we have bingo and all this great stuff. So I'm excited. So there's so, and it is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally can't wait for this. A lot of stuff has transpired within the last 60 days, and this is my reprieve. I am excited. I'm so excited, and I'm there excited to meet with all. I've met all the teachers, but I'm actually excited just to see them all again. And there's repeat when you see people repeatedly coming to these retreats, that is your sign. That is your that's when you're like, I gotta go. If you see people like this is my if this is like their fourth or fifth year, and you see people that are like there from day one from every retreat, that is when that means you need to go. Like 100% you need to go because that means something magical is happening there and you need to figure out what. And I she cuts out so what how, I think there's like 4 or 5 classes being taught. She's cutting out all the interfacing, all the fabric. The teachers get to pick out like their fabric colorway. Like I picked out what fabrics I want for mine. So she's going to cut out all of the cold classes tire like things, so like the mini magnets. Then she's going to interface it so that you guys can just get down and start sewing. She picked the most difficult part, like the part that we always say that I wish someone could just cut out the thing. It's done. you don't, you don't have to you don't have to cut it out. It's magical. And she cuts it out so perfection that I'm like, do I hire someone just to cut out this? It's called the Wizardly Stitchery Retreat. I when I'm done here, I will put the link into the description box of this video, so you guys can see. It's I think that I believe it's sold out. I'm trying to see if she's going to do it again next year. I think she did 1 year where she did two, or if she does it yearly now. I'm not too sure, but if you look in her Facebook group and you look up retreat, you can see all the teachers, and it's pretty phenomenal. There's a group of us that it's 2 hours. Okay, it's a 2 hour drive from when we land in Dallas. It's in Quitman. I had no idea this town even existed until I got in the car. I was like, where's Quitman? I have never heard of this place. It is the most nicest town I've ever been to, and the drive is freaking chef's kiss. Now, I come from Maryland, so I think I have like a pretty high standard when it comes down to foliage because it's green over here. Arnetta could tell you it is green. It is, if Io's on here and Verta, they could tell you where this area is green. You close your eye, you bump your head into a tree, you have contusion on your head. It is super green over here. But the foliage on that drive is so unbelievably peaceful. It's just miles and miles and miles of green, and you see horses. Wild horses on top of that, and then cows, and it was just so lush and so gorgeous. And then it's just like, oh, see, I was like, it is green. It is so gorgeous. I was like, majorly green is so much floor. I think I so I'm usually when people like it's green, I'm like, okay, you haven't been to Maryland yet, have you? Everybody has allergies over here. Like if you live in Maryland, you go to allergist and you're like, do you think I have allergies? Like they look at you, you live in Maryland. Yes, you have allergies. You're allergic to probably like 80 different trees. It's fine. You live in Maryland. um, so it was gorgeous. The ride equipment itself is one of the most beautiful things. It's part of the experience. It is really luxurious. And this is coming from a girl. I hate road trips with a passion. Absolutely hate it, but I do look forward to driving to Quitman. It is it's beautiful. It's very peaceful. Like more of the as soon as you get out of the congestion of Dallas and you're on the road to go to Quitman, it's nice. It's nice. And for some odd reason, it takes you on a back road when you're going home or you're going towards the airport. Holy, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So if you have the opportunity and if Melissa does it, graces us with one next year, run. Do not walk. Run. Just run to quit like the equipment thing. It's cool. And this year we're getting like a laser show, not a laser show, not like Disney, but they're going to show how they cut out templates and stuff like that, because the sewing store, the quilting store owns the laser machine company as well as the cabins, and the cabins are super cool. Like they're very, very cool. They have really nice air conditioning. They have their own personal bathrooms with each cabin. It's nice. It's a nice. And if you if you and your person that you want to bunk with or go at the same time, Melissa makes accommodations so that way you can bunk with the person that you signed up for it with. Like, hey, I signed up with Shanova. Can I bunk with her? I don't know why anybody wouldn't, but I snore. I have sinus issues. Okay, I am transparent. These things right here don't work very well. Okay, so and then you could be like, I want to bunk with her, and I'm like, you're gonna be sleeping with the sound machine because I drown out all noise. But then it's really cool and it's comfortable and it's nice. Um, the person I bunked with Denise last year, she's like, "Do you like it cold?" I was like, "Yeah." We're like, "Do do do." Our room was like an ice box. Like you would think White Walkers walked in our room. She was a good bunkmate. I love Denise. so, um, so yeah, I had fun. Bingo, you name it. I love bingo. And then there were people making new kind of um like margaritas, and that's how everybody knows I turn into Mrs. Claus when I drink. Like I already told you guys know I have rosacea. Now, if alcohol really hits my system, this turns bright red, like bright. I'm talking about and they're like, "Oh, Shanova's tipsy." Yeah. This is generally why I don't drink in front of people. so, so like it was good. Yeah, start saving. And then I think some people are saying that if you do it through, if you like make the payment through PayPal, sometimes PayPal will let you make it into 4 payments or something like that. But start saving. I will definitely put the link to Wizardly in the description box of this video as soon as I sign out. But it is a very fun retreat. It's something that I feel like, I don't know. I feel like my parents should pride me, even though this retreat was not around when I was little. But I feel like this, I feel like this is what camping's about. Minus, I don't like going outside. So you really don't go outside until you're taking the group shots. I think that's the only thing I'm dreading because it's going to be like August 28th or 30th in Texas, the dog days of summer. And I wasn't too keen on the size of their mosquitoes. So, yeah, other than that, I had a whole bunch of fun. I Texas was a hoot. I had a lot of fun. Um yeah. So um that is all I have for you today. So I will be on here tomorrow and I'll talk to you guys soon. And for my Patreon members, I will see you in a few hours so we can make this little cutie. So I will talk to you guys later.